Vlogmas Day 6. I have yarn and coffee and Jack Skellington and Christmas. I'm happy girl. Oh my goodness. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to Day 6 Vlogmas Pretty Twisted Yarns. My name's Teresa. I will be your guide on today's adventure. First sip of coffee. Again, peppermint bark. It's pretty much as long as I can find it and get it, that's what it's going to be all month. Do you like seasonally inspired coffee or tea? I don't know what to do usually after like the fall and Christmas and I can't find like seasonal tea. So for me today, it's December 4th. For you today, it's December 6th. So filming Vlogmas ahead of time, I've seen people do. And I reached out to, it was at my birthday party Zoom. And my friend Megan, who is Penny Moons on Instagram and on YouTube as the Fibromancer, beautiful, gorgeous human being. I love her so much. She was like, no, just like film ahead. And I was like, but like, how do you even do that? And she's kind of like, you know, this is how I do it. And then I know I've seen people do it in past years. Natalie's also doing it. So it's messing with my mind a little bit because here's what's weird. You guys know stuff right now that I don't know yet. This is maybe the first time I kind of realized that. Maybe not either. I don't know, because it's the Matrix right now. So what I mean by that is, have you joined the Yarn of the Month Club? Will you be receiving mystery yarn next month? I don't know yet, but you do. If you did, I'm super excited. Thank you. If you didn't, like, I love you anyways. It's totally fine. Did you join the community? Did we chat already on the community? Because in your world, that all already happened. In mine, it hasn't. Did no one join and I cry? I don't know. Messing with my head a little bit. But, viva la vida loca? Oh my God. So let's just open some yarn, because that's what we're here for, yes? December 6th. Boop. And I think what I'm going to do is go down the line and tell you the formula. I'm going to be like, okay, listen, day 1 was hot pink from Pro Chem at 1% degree of strength, 100%. Like, I'll do this in more depth later. Day 2 was Pro Chem hot pink and Dharma safety orange. Pink at 75%, safety orange at, no wait, yes, pink at 75%, safety orange at 25%. And then day 3 is 50-50. And then day 4 is 25-75. And then day 5 was 100% safety orange by Dharma. Now that we're past the oranges, I can breathe a little bit because that's where I got stuck in dying. But at the end of the day, I ended up going with it. And you learn new things all the time. So anyway, I think that's what I'll do with this one. Day 6. And we're finally getting out of the orange crisis of 2023. Day 6. It's like carroty. It's definitely more yellow. So this is, okay, let me think. Dharma, safety orange. Maybe I'll have to look at my notes. Okay, so if that was 100%, this would be safety orange at 75% and Dharma fluorescent lemon. Is that 25%? Yeah, safety orange 75%, lemon 25%. At I think I did 1% degree of strength. I have to look at my notes. It was either 1% degree of strength or 0.5. I adjusted the degree of strength on some of them because some of the dyes were stronger than others. But I'll look at my formula when I'm in my office, and then I'll give more accurate details. But I thought that'd be fun just to share, I don't know, the recipe, the formula. It's not really anything that fancy. It's just math, but you can be proud of something you created. It's fine. You're allowed. Then, too, I wanted to look at this again because I kind of just want to cuddle this and like not ever knit with it. Do you guys have special skeins of yarn like that you're like, I don't want to ever knit it? But I love Carrie. I love Freckled Whimsy. I love how like you can take the same bone structure of a project, whatever it be, dye, knitting project, crochet project, like whatever, same basic bone structure, and have two different artists have the same general basic idea and come up with something completely different, unique, and beautiful. Because there are some dyers, you know, I don't know how many. I want to say a bunch. I don't know if there's a bunch. I know of maybe like I know one of my other favorite humans, Laura, Always Be Kind Yarn, The Cozy Knitter, Freckled Whimsy. I'm sure there are others. And everybody has a unique, beautiful perspective on how to do a 24 stripe self-striping. That is beyond me. That's not something I have the capability of having ever done. Laura from Always Be Kind Yarn blows my mind. She's the most beautiful rainbows. She is such an amazing human. I don't know Carrie from Freckled Whimsy like personally, but she's somebody who gave me some free information, like, hey, I think I had maybe reached out to her, because sometimes you gotta reach out and ask people questions. That's why if you have questions, I'll answer like whatever questions you have within my capability if I know. I think maybe when I was doing self-striping, I reached out to her. Maybe I put it on like an Instagram and said something about how can you do self-striping and not use a nitty knotty to reskein, because using the nitty knotty is killing my body. And I was like, will a skein winder work? Because I didn't know if a crazy monkey had the capability of taking yarn from a warping mill and reskeining it. And she answered, she generously, lovingly let me know, like, yeah, you can. And you still have to get the, like, what did she say? You have to get the coordination down. So, like, it will take practice. And, like, I mean, I ruined many skeins before I got the hang of it. But these little tiny bits of information that other like-minded artists give you, I feel like the only way to repay that is to pay it forward. So that's why from the beginning of my dye journey, I have loved sharing the process. You can give the same two dyers. Okay, so like Natalie and I, when we were coming up with the gingerbread house bone structure, right? Because like I was like, okay, what kind of theme do you want to go with? Like step 1. Step 2, I said, okay, we're going socks. Okay, so I knew that. So I knew that it would be a sock set. So everyone would likely be knitting socks. You could do whatever you want with your yarn, but I said, okay, cool. Do we want blended cohesive skein? Micro striping? Do we want flashing and pooling? And she's like, ooh, micro striping will be cool. Now then, as the dyer, it was my job to know, and I already knew, to achieve micro stripes in a sock, you can do what I found, a couple different things. You can do half of the skein one color and the other half another color, and that's just space dyeing. You're dyeing one space of the yarn something and then the other space of the yarn something else. You can also do a palindrome, like the word wow, mom, taco cat. I mean, that's just funny. But anyways, those are palindromes. They're the same forward as they are backwards. So you have a round skein, and maybe it has black on the tips and then red, and then green. That's how I did, like Jailhouse Barbie, She's Everything, and He's Just Ken. That's how I did those in a palindrome. You can still get microstriping, but with that, I find in a sock, you're also a little bit more likely to get some flashing and pooling. Like look back at some of my colorways and look at I Would Tie-Dye For You. That's a multicolor palindrome, and it gives a wild tie-dye effect. So like two different dyers can have the same basic concept, and we used to do this with makeup too. You can give two makeup artists, okay, the only information you have is do a smoky eye with a red lip. I mean, there's only like so many ways to skin a cat. Like, don't skin cats. Pretty sure that's against the law. Plus, like, I love cats and don't skin them. Just in general, that's probably a bad idea. But there's more than one way to get from point A to point B. So, okay, you weren't given any colors, just smoky eye and red lip. There's a million shades of red. Smoky eye doesn't have to be all black and gray. You can do a smoky eye with green, blue, whatever. But you might have something that looks super, super similar, right? Like if you're having somebody who's a makeup artist or a dyer who has a similar style as you, like they might also have even the colors, even if they're the same, like a black smoky eye with gray, maybe the eyeliner's done different or, you know, whatever, even if they're the same exact thing. So let's say it's a black, gray, smoky eye and a red lip. And they're like twins, right? So the base, the canvas is the same. So even if they're using the same exact colors, you're gonna have two completely different looks, and it blows my mind. It's my favorite part about the art community. And if you joined the community on the Mighty Networks, like that's what I'm super excited to share with you. So it's just an exciting day. I'm not gonna lie, though, filming ahead is messing with my mind just a little bit. That's why I keep saying it's like the Matrix, because like you guys know stuff I don't know yet. Like, can you tell me really quick if an asteroid hit Earth yesterday or like, like tomorrow's not guaranteed, man, so I don't know what happens. Okay. It's about 5:30. I'm taking Caitlin to school this morning because Dave still doesn't feel well, but he's going to work. So I'm like, okay, you sleep in and go to work because he doesn't have to leave the house until like noon. Usually he takes Caitlin to school and then I pick her up. I'm doing both today. So I have a little bit of time. It's about 5:45. So I have about an hour before I have to get her up. So I think I'm gonna go do a little bit of work and I will check you on the flip side, yo. Kitty. Hi, Meows. Everybody wants to meet you. You're gonna be so cute. Look at this one. Look at all the yarn on my carpet. She loves it. We call her Kitty because she's a queen and she needs no other name. Kind of like Madonna or, I don't know, who else famous has only one name because they're that fat, like Prince. Yeah, like she's just Kitty. Also, a funny story. When we got her as a kitten, I named her Isis because she's a blue point ragdoll. And Isis is the Egyptian moon goddess. So like, you know, blue moon, blue cheese in the moon. But then, you know, this was before there was like the terrorist group ISIS. So I would take her places and I'd be like, oh, her name is Isis. And people would be like, oh, what? So then we just started calling her Kitty. Look at this one, so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're distracting my workflow, yo. Okay, Kitty. Thanks for gracing us with your presence today. You guys, Jeffrey moved. So Jeffrey the elf. So Elf on the Shelf. Ours is named Jeffrey. He comes every year, and he was here yesterday. I forgot to film it, and we can't find him. So me and Caitlin are trying to find him. And we cannot find him. So we're gonna look for him for a little bit because we are ready to go to school early this morning. See, when mom does mornings, we're on time and not stressing to get out the door. That's something Dave struggles with in the morning. You found him?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go see where Jeffrey is. Okay, we found him. And I'm walking with my phone, trying not to jiggle you around too much. Guess where he is? He's in my dye studio. Jeffrey! Were you dyeing yarn last night? Oh my goodness. I think he's saying that he approves of yarn dyeing. He wishes he was a yarn dyer, and that I should probably stop doubting myself and just dye some freaking yarn today. Thanks, Jeffrey. You're always so uplifting and fun. We'll see you tomorrow. That was a fun morning adventure, wasn't it? I love when everything is okay. Like, oops, and now I have my hand. Because vlogging is a little bit hard. And then fun things happen. I didn't wake up with very many spoons yesterday. Do you guys know about spoon theory? I was a little off. I knew as soon as I woke up. It's because I didn't get enough sleep. These are eye-opening things for me. I know that. And I chose poorly. I made a poor decision to stay up late. I slept good last night, and I am in a much fancier mood today. So, starting off on a great day. Check in with you guys later. Also, check out how messy everything is. Why am I the first one to point out all of the mistakes? It's not a mistake. Listen, art is made here. Okay, I'll check you guys later. Bye. Hello, you guys. So, I was in the webinar for the Mighty Networks platform, and I told you earlier today about, or maybe it was yesterday, I'm in the time warp right now. It makes me feel like singing Rocky Horror Picture Show, like, let's do the time warp again, because my days are all messed up. But at some point during Vlogmas, I mentioned how my husband was very, very sick. Well, he went to work today, and they fucking fired him. Now, Sam's Club works on a point system. Most corporates do. When I worked at Ulta, there was a point system. When he was hired last year, he said, it was like just after Christmas. I think it was like January, maybe. He said, I have somebody in my home who's on hospice who is going to pass away anytime. The time frame we were given is she's going to pass anytime from 30 seconds from now up to maybe 3 weeks. So he was like, I mean, like, if I'm at work, I'm going to have to leave because she's in my house and, you know, my wife's there and my daughter's there and whatever. And they said, oh, that's fine. And I coached him because I worked corporate my whole life. And I said, when they offer you the position, if they offer you the position, make sure before that you accept it, that you're letting them know this is a situation that I have to take care of. Is it okay? And they said, fine. He doesn't know about like point systems and this and that because like he was military his whole life. He's never really worked like corporate. So that was one time, and he was sick a couple times. So every 6 months you're allowed like 5 points until you're fired. And then it like resets. So I don't know the timeline, but you know, my grandma passing, they took a point off for that. So they docked him for that, took this protected paid time off is like sick pay, and then they have paid time off, which you request for vacation that has to be approved. They're two different things. When I used to work, it was called like sick pay. And then, I mean, we didn't have a difference. Like you could use like PTO if you were sick, whatever. At Sam's, you can't. Then he was sick like a couple times, like a normal human would be in that span of time. And one of the times I think we all had COVID. But anyway, on Thanksgiving, it's his normal day to work. He knew he wasn't going to get paid for the day, and so like we knew that to plan for not getting paid for Thanksgiving. They automatically take your sick pay to cover a holiday that is closed, that you're off for. They automatically take your sick pay from you. So they did that at Thanksgiving, and they did that at whatever day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, something like that. Now, there's an app, he probably should have looked, but like he did not know that. So when I say he was exorcist vomiting, it was bad, guys. Like I'm not gonna, you know, it was bad. It was bad. There was a definite urgency level concern. Like I almost took him to the emergency room, okay? It must have been food poisoning or something because he's feeling better today. And so he had 5 points, 3 of them completely unwarranted. But he walked in and they didn't even look at his points with him. Now I know at Ulta, there would be times where there'd be mistakes made. And you as an employee, I knew that I had to go to them and say, hey, don't dock me for this. Because I also know they can adjust it. They can. The managers, they can adjust things. It's a fun little secret they have. They go like, hey, so, can you, like, take that point over me? Like, I know they can. Anyway, I'm not always the biggest one to, like, you know, he's a really, really hard worker at work. I'm with him at home. But he was one of their hardest workers, a military vet. He would stay late, and he already works until, like, 9. He would stay late, cover people's shifts, go on his day off, like all these things. They were pushing him toward leadership. They transferred him to a new department saying there's more leadership opportunities. He walked into work today sick, and they approached him. His team lead approached them and said, you have 5 points. And I guess he started to say something, and Dave said, are you firing me? And he said, yes. There's going to be cussing, so if there's kids, turn this down. The team lead said, yes. And my husband said, fuck you. And he said, I'm sorry, man. And my husband said, no, the fuck you aren't. And he came home. He walks in. I'm on a webinar. launching like all these beautiful, amazing things that are going to be happening. And I'm like, who just came home? Everyone's at work. So I had to get off of my coaching webinar for my new platform, which is a non-issue because there are other resources, because this platform is so amazing and it's already set up. It already works. I've had friends already join because they're amazing, and we wanted to make sure it would work for all of us. So I go out there. He's like, I don't know if like he threw up on the floor. I wouldn't be surprised if he crapped his pants at that point with how sick he was. And he's just, now my response is tears. I cry, like, right? And he is anger. And he wasn't like, I mean, he was angry, but he was calm. And he just goes, I got fired. So Dave just lost his full-time job 3 weeks before Christmas while I have all of these things going on. So I am going to take it like this. The universe is conspiring in my favor. I need help. We don't have anybody here in Florida that we can call during an emergency. Literally no one. There's no one we can call if there's a big fat emergency who could be here quickly or even reachable sometimes at all. No one. Like literally no one. No neighbors, no nothing. Okay? It's me and him. That's it. So maybe, just maybe, this is what needed to happen. So we tried this in the past and it didn't really work. All we can do right now is have him help me in whatever way possible. And I'm just going to struggle for a little bit longer, I guess. That's what's supposed to happen. I felt like I was kind of like on top of my game, right? Like I have a lot of bare yarn. I'm kind of setting things in motion. I'm learning a lot about business and organization and platforms and, affiliate marketing. And, with that though, sometimes comes like when you're learning something new, especially like after working all day and being a mom, learning something new is hard, especially at night when you're tired. And I'm taking this. So I'm basically like full-time yarn dyer, business owner, momming full-time, and then doing part-time college. I mean, like it's not college, but like the dye alchemy course. That's a lot. Maybe I just needed help. So because it didn't work for us in the past, working together with self-striping, maybe that's what the universe is telling me needs to happen. I need more help at home. My husband and I never even really got to know each other that well, honestly, because, we got married. We moved to Hawaii. Haley was little. Caitlin was born. We'd only been married a couple years. And then he was out to sea most of that time. And then my grandma moved in with us. My grandma passed away, and then Haley's boyfriend moved in with us. So maybe the universe is like, you two need to come together. I want to sing a song right now, but I don't want to get copyrighted, like a Beatles song or something. I guess those are things I should think about, is getting copyrighted. So yeah. I am not letting this hold me back or get me down. Everything is proceeding as usual. At this point, you guys all already know what happened. Did anyone join my membership? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Anyways, I have to mock up a newsletter to send out because the show must go on, as they say. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna keep vlogmasing. I don't know. Probably gonna call it quits for tonight because I still have to do an email because I lost half a day's at work because of that. Anyway, so until tomorrow, take care of yourselves and each other, and I love you.